Just wanted to make a quick video of all the things that I see that are wrong with my Datsun. Okay, one of them is the handbrake. The cable broke off on this, so it doesn't latch at all. So I just keep it in park. I don't park in that many elevated places that have an incline. My driveway is very flat, so I just always use the park. The e-brake, I guess the cable broke on it, so I'm not too sure about that. Been driving like that for over a year, just never used the e-brake on this car. The door cards, you can see, the previous owner, he put this sticker on there, this wood grain thing, but it's starting to peel off a little bit. You can see it's kind of chipping. This is the dashboard. It has some cracks on it. Crack right there. You can see on this door card, going back right here, that door card. Right here, the headliner started coming off a little bit. I just taped it off because I was trying to tuck it back in, but it would not tuck back in. Same thing goes with this side. Let me see a little bit. Come out here. And there's a driver's side door seat. So there's a little bit of rips right here, a little bit right here. With the seat itself, there's no rip. The rear seats have been redone by the previous owner. They're just a little bit dirty, but they are redone. So there's no rips on them at all. And this is a spot of rust right here. It's around the driver's side sill. A little bit right there. See right here, it's the door card again. So from this side, the previous owner, his mom hit something. Well, it's his mother's car, and there's an older woman. She hit something while trying to park, or that's what they told me. It never really bothered me because the light still works on this side. You can see right here it has a small hole in the hood. And a small bubbling right there. Other than that, the rest of the hood is fine. You see the hood got, the fender got a little bit creased. But it doesn't look that bad. See a little bit of rust forming right there. A little bit right there. A little bit right there. Go underneath the car. You can see right here where they were trying to jack it up. I did not jack from this point. I either jack from the rear diff or the front. It's like a subframe, or I jack it from the front. See right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's like no rot whatsoever under there. It's pretty straight. Here until you get up to here. This is the rust that's coming off right there. You can see it from right back here, just for it's starting to come. I just try to paint it black just to cover up the rust. Now the exhaust did come off. It got rusted off. I guess that's the only part of the car that got rusted that bad, so it's just hanging, but it doesn't make that much noise. It does, it does rumble because it has a hole in the muffler, I guess, because the muffler is hanging. Oh, here's the rear end. This is the rear side of where the rust is at. Like I said, I tried painting it black just so it can blend in. This is the gas tank. The rear of the car. You can see the muffler's hanging. A little bit of surface rust right there. See the paint's kind of faded. It's kind of scratched up too. You see a little bit of rust right there also. This is the other side. It's not that bad from the left side, the driver's side. Go underneath. This is the passenger side right here. It's not as bad as the driver's side. See over here where the door is at. It's a little bit right there. If we go underneath, you can see the pinch welds. They got pushed in because they were jacking it from under there. So that's unfortunate. But you can see under here there's absolutely no rot. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's no rot under here. I would punch on it really hard, but my fingers hurt. Alright. This is this side. You can see they tried jacking it up right here, so it is kind of rusted. All right here. But absolutely no rot. Like the floors are solid. There's no holes, no nothing. All solid floor. Really solid. All the way down. There's no holes in this car. This car's proper. And there's like no rust on the front right here. There's none. None that I can see, of course. And let's go over here. Right here, the bumper support got bent a little bit. That holds it out. You can see it. And the front bumper is kind of, or the front fender, I'm sorry, is kind of rusted. And we're gonna open up the passenger door. Has manual windows, manual doors. And this is this door sill is not as great as the driver's side, but this is the passenger side. And this is where it has a small hole in it. Come on here. See, there's the passenger side seat. There's no holes on here. The headliner is great. There's no sagging on the top headliner, but on the sides, that's where it was coming apart and blowing particles all over the place. And these are not the original seals. I didn't want water to come into the car anymore, so I just did some aftermarket seals. You can see they're kind of ripping because whenever I put down the rear windows, they rub against the rear windows. And this seat belt anchor or holder broke. This from the previous owner. It's been like that. So I'm just trying to find some more problems with the car. I mean, there's no problems with the car. It's just trying to see if I can find anything else that I can show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys the trunk of it and where the engine bay is at. No rust whatsoever on anything. This is a seal tight, like this is a tight seal. You can see back here in the sight towers, there's no rust at all. No rust over here. Got some extra bushings, some tie rods, ball joints. What else do I have? Tie rods, ball joints, control arm bushings, I'm sorry. Ball joints, control arms, tie rods, inner and outer tie rods, which this car does need. It does need bushings. The bushings are shot on this car, but I do have boxes of bushings. I just never got to install them. That's just a valve cover gasket right there. Yeah, so that's all the bushings in there, which it does need, but I'm gonna include it. I spent a good amount of money on the bushings. It's underneath the engine bay. I just added this extra grounding because when I installed the new alternator, which I'll show in the video, the new alternator, I guess the pulley's a little bit smaller than the old one was, and unfortunately it was not making any noise before, but now I think with the smaller diameter pulley I can't really tighten it that much. I tried pulling on the alternator, it won't pull and tighten up the belts that much, but only rust I could see is right here. And if I go around, I'm trying to look for some more rust. There's like surface rust right here, but that's removable. I can't see. Oh, some right here. I guess when the car got hit from the previous owner, I guess a shop was trying to fix it, so they welded some piece of metal. But I'm not too sure. Yeah, the car has a new battery, brand new alternator. Change the spark plug wires. You know, just try to always kept up on the oil changes. Got new rotors and pads. Has front and rear disc rotors. NGK spark plug wires. But other than that, I can't really find anything else. If you want me to take a video of anything else, oh, and the coil. Trying to find the igniters. I believe these are the igniters. I'm not too sure, but I have two brand new ones. I just haven't got the chance to install them. So I have two brand new ones of those. And other than that, I can't really seem to find anything else. This is a factory air conditioning car, but I took off the pulley. I took off the belt because I just never got the chance to recharge it. But the AC does work, but I guess the Freon got emptied out, or I'm not too sure. So if you have to put a new belt. So I'm just going to show for the turn signal to see if it works, which it does work. I just want to show you guys that it works. You can see the mileage. Mileage is 118,893, close to 118,900. I'm going to put in accessories. And I'm going to show you guys what noise it makes when I start up the car. So I'm going to show you guys the alternator noise. So you guys can see it's at that voltage. So it is going to squeal until it gets to a certain point. I'll show you guys. So it's squealing. And then once it gets to 14 volts, once it gets up to that line, eventually, and then it just stops. Once it gets to that, it won't squeal anymore. It always does that whenever the car is started. Every time when the car is started, it makes that noise, but once it gets to past 14 volts, then it won't make that noise anymore. You can see everything works. We got the brake light on the dash, tail lights, headlights, and even the rear defroster works. And then I'm going to show you guys the turn signals. Oh, and another thing, the hazards don't work. I'm not too sure what caused it to work or not. It never worked for me, so I'm not too sure. But the speedo does work. I mean, it's true actual miles. There goes the oil pressure. It's reading just fine. I'm going to turn on that one driver's side turn signal. So it does work, along with the headlights. Now we're gonna go out for a drive so you guys can see how it runs. Just leaving it in first gear, but I'll leave it in drive now. It's just in first gear, so I'll put it into drive so you guys can see how it shifts. It doesn't jerk you around when you shift, it just shifts just fine. Alright. Three-speed. First gear. First gear. That's another noise it makes. It makes differential noise. I think the differential bushings are going on the car. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But you guys can hear the hole in the muffler. I know you guys can hear that. I'll show you guys the noise that it's making. Hopefully I can make the noise happen, because it makes it whenever I guess you make turns, or makes it sometimes. Let me see if I can make a U-turn. It'll make the noise probably. There we go. I think that's the exhaust hitting against the drive shaft, or I'm not too sure what exactly that noise is. Maybe it's the differential. I think it's the bushings going bad, because the bushings are really bad on this car. But the car drives fine. It's just, you know, the bushings need to be replaced. But yeah, that's the noise. Hopefully you guys can hear it on the camera. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, runs and drives are great. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys need me to record anything else, driving or anything, like if I missed anything, please let me know. I'll make another video. But thank you. Bye-bye.